I still remember that night, the night I checked into Hotel Gracewood. I was supposed to be there for one night, just one. But what happened inside room number 13 never left me. I had arrived late. The city was silent, wet with rain, and the man at the reception looked half asleep. When I asked for a room, he glanced at the keys hanging on the board, hesitated and said, "Only room 13 is left, sir." He said it so quietly, like he hoped I wouldn't take it, but I was too tired to care. "That's fine, Em," I said. He gave a weak smile, and for a second I thought I saw a strange twitch in his eyes. The corridor was long and empty. Every few steps the lights buzzed and flickered, throwing weird shadows on the walls. At the very end, a metal door with a faded number plate, 13. The key turned hard in the lock, like it hadn't been used for years. When I opened the door, the smell hit me first. Old, damp, something rotten underneath. Inside, the room looked normal. A single bed, a dusty mirror, a small lamp flickering beside it. But there was this one thing. On the far wall, the paint had peeled off in a perfect rectangle, almost like there had once been a painting there that someone tore down. I unpacked my bag and lay down. Rain kept hitting the window, and for a moment, I felt relaxed. But then, I froze. It wasn't the door. It was coming from inside the room. 3 slow knocks, pause, then 2 more. I looked around. The wardrobe, the bathroom door, under the bed. Nothing. But when I sat back down, I noticed something new. On the mirror, fog, like someone had just breathed on it. And on that fog, a word slowly appeared. Leave. I rushed to the door. It wouldn't open. The key twisted, but the lock wouldn't move. And suddenly, all the lights cut out. I could hear breathing, not mine, behind me. A soft, wet sound, like someone struggling to breathe. I turned around slowly. Nothing. But the air was colder now. Then, knock, knock, knock. This time from inside the wardrobe. I opened it. Empty. Except for one thing, a small old photograph lying on the floor. It showed a woman, pale skin, long black hair, standing right outside room 13. I didn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard footsteps walking just outside my door. Slow, dragging steps that stopped right in front of my room. And then silence. At 3:07 a.m., I decided to leave. But the phone was dead. No signal. And when I looked out the window, there was no street outside anymore. Just darkness. Like the hotel was floating in a void. Suddenly, the TV switched on by itself. Static filled the room, but through the static, I could hear whispers. Then, an image. The same woman from the photo, now standing in the hallway, walking toward the camera. She stopped, looked up, and I realized she was looking directly at me. The TV cut off, and right then, a shadow moved across the room. Fast, low to the ground. I ran to the door again. This time it opened. I sprinted down the hallway. Every door I passed slammed open behind me. Each room had a figure inside, pale faces staring from the dark. By the time I reached the reception, the old man was gone. Only his chair was there, spinning slowly. The exit door was locked from outside, but there was something scribbled on the counter, written in thick, wet red letters. "You're already in. You can't check out." I turned around and saw her, the woman from the photo, standing at the far end of the lobby, hair covering her face, head tilted. Her feet weren't touching the ground. She started moving toward me, floating, faster and faster. Her eyes opened, black, hollow sockets leaking tears of blood. She screamed, the sound like breaking glass inside my skull. I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. The doctor told me they found me unconscious outside an abandoned building, a hotel that had burned down 13 years ago. They said no hotel named Gracewood exists anymore. They said I must have imagined it. But when I got home and unpacked my bag, that old photograph was still inside. And this time, there was another figure in it. Me, standing next to her, inside room 13. You never left.